Hello and welcome. Well, so it begins. The changes we're seeing are starting to flow through in the results, and Kevin Brogan from CoreLogic will join me in just a moment. We'll have a look at the week ahead as best we can. Back in just a moment. Outsourcing will dramatically improve your productivity and profitability. Sure Agents have created a staffing solution to provide great staff who can perform duties in property management, sales, marketing and administration, and at a fraction of the cost, giving you and the team more time to spend on the dollar productive tasks. With rising costs and slowing revenue, the focus must be on value for money. Check it out, sureagents.com. Joining me once again, Kevin Brogan from CoreLogic. Kevin, it is a trying time, isn't it? It's just before we bring up the final figures. How are you, my friend?
Oh, look, I'm working from home, as you can probably see. Looks like most things are working pretty well, and just as things stand at the moment, I think everyone's trying to keep their businesses running, adapting to the new circumstances.
Indeed. Well, let's firstly bring up the final clearance rates for last week. Just quickly running through those: Sydney 58.8%, Melbourne 58.4%, Brisbane 31%, Adelaide 53.8%, Perth 30%, Tasmania 30%, and Canberra 63.2%. Overall, Kevin, the weighted average at 56.9%. It's down, but we've got to say we expected that, didn't we?
Oh, look, we certainly did. Obviously, last weekend was the first weekend where the consciousness of the extent of the coronavirus situation had really sort of hit, and it has made quite a big impact from the previous week. So this is the first time that combined capital cities average has dropped below 60% since June of last year.
Okay, well, let's quickly move to the Sydney sub-regions. Just a couple that I think we'd want to highlight there. North Sydney and Hornsby at 66.7% off 139 auctions. And a good result out of Sutherland too at 70.2% off 63 auctions, Kevin.
Yeah, so we got most of the results in from Sutherland, and that actually is a pretty strong result, and obviously very pleasing for anybody who tried to sell their property by auction last week. And the eastern suburbs was next, and we obviously see a fair bit of auction activity there. And 63.8 was the third strongest result of the sub-regions.
Yeah, very well, very good. Let's go to Melbourne now, and northeast 61.3% off 156 auctions. That's holding up reasonably well. So too southeast and west.
Yep, both of those sitting above 60% as well. The rest of the regions were mainly in the high to mid 50s, with the Mornington Peninsula we've commented on before, a little more volatile with fewer auctions at just a shade under 40%.
Just before we go to the auctions in the week ahead, I did get a note from you, Kevin, about the fact that a number of auctions had been moved up earlier in the week following the restrictions on on-site auctions and open homes. We saw that they would be reflected in these results too, would they, Kevin?
Yes. So the auctions that we're seeing for the coming week would include anything during the week and also at weekend. So yeah, it's obviously, as you said, from midnight last night, on-site auctions in rooms
on Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. Yes, were stopped. And so, we did see some auctions brought forward to beat that deadline, but they would be incorporated in our projected numbers because they would appear only to have been brought forward since from the weekend.
Okay, well, let's have a look at our week ahead. And this, of course, was projected to be the biggest week for 2020, I think, Kevin, wasn't it?
Absolutely, over 3,000 auctions across the combined capital cities. And again, just to reinforce that the scheduling of these auctions occurred before the coronavirus situation had reached its current level of awareness.
Okay, well, the numbers: Sydney 1,213, Melbourne 1,464, Brisbane 172, Adelaide 101, Perth 31, Canberra 82, and 2 out of Tasmania. We'll come back on Monday, Kevin, and just have a look at the preliminary results. A tough time ahead Kevin, but we will come through this. But thank you. We look forward to getting your accurate reporting as always, and I'll join you on Monday morning. Thanks for your time, Kevin.
No problem, Kevin. Thanks very much.